Well, when early English settlers came to Virginia, they noted how bountiful the waters were with oysters.
Yeah, as legend has it, they were the size of a plate. Well, 400 years later, oysters are still a big staple of the local environment and the economy. Next weekend, the Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center in Virginia Beach is hosting a special event that's all about the oysters.
That's right. Tom Shad and Aisha Tolliver are here with a preview of that event, and they also got a chance to do some taste testing, guys.
Oh, did we?
A nice little lunch yesterday, wasn't it?
It was a treat, ladies.
Ashley and Regina, it is called Hops and Half Shells. Fresh oysters from all over Hampton Roads will be front and center.
Tom and I recently caught up with one of the oyster experts at the aquarium, and we got to hang out on patio 10 during the nice weather yesterday. Different story now, but whatever. We'll talk about this educational opportunity.
Oysters are such a huge part of the Chesapeake Bay, long tradition. When you think about the bay, you think about oysters. Why are they so important to the bay?
Oysters are what we would call a keystone species, meaning they are incredibly important to the whole ecosystem of the bay. Not only do they clean the water, they're a filter feeder, so they're making the bay cleaner, but they also provide crucial habitat to all of the other animals that live in the bay because they create something called an oyster reef. It's how they grow.
And talk to me a little bit about how, depending on where they grow, depends on, like, kind of alters the taste a bit.
Depending on where an oyster is harvested from, the salinity of the water is going to impact the taste of the oyster. So if the oyster is closer to the ocean, it's going to be saltier. A more inland oyster is going to be maybe sweeter. And at our upcoming event, Hops and Half Shells, we are going to have all kinds of oysters. We have different growers coming to the event, and you're going to get to try the different flavors of oysters that you can find here in Virginia.
And some of these oysters, I think one oyster in the Chesapeake Bay can filter 50 gallons of water per day.
Yeah, they are a pretty impressive animal. One of my favorites.
And I know you talked about how they were over-harvested at one point. What's changed?
Virginia manages their oyster populations really well in partnership with organizations that are adding oysters back into the bay. Also, how they are farmed, how they are harvested is well regulated in our state. We have something we call science-based management, meaning we can protect the oysters from getting to that low population number.
And when you grow oysters in a clean bay, you get really good oysters to eat, and it just feeds upon itself, right?
Exactly. Oysters are great for the local ecosystem of the Chesapeake Bay, but also the local economy. Yeah, they are a rock star species in my book.
All right, Christiana, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
So again, nice event coming up. If you want to go, you need to act fast though. Ticket sales end Monday night at 5 o'clock. We do have a link for you right now with everything you need to know on wavy.com. Of course, just look for this story.
Try the chorizo oysters.
Ooh.
Oh.
And there was a cilantro lime. It was
That
everything.
sounds good.
It was everything.
That sounds good. I
A
love
little
that.
Tabasco.
So we should have called y'all to patio 10.
We would have come. We would have come.
We never get those assignments.
All right, next time we'll do for 4.
Okay.
Thanks, sounds good. Thanks, guys.